It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos, and it comes your way next.
Whiteout conditions throughout the Great Plains sure made travel difficult, but we're still expecting a full house at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, such a great quarterbacking tradition here in the Mile High City. It continues with the presence now of Russell Wilson. What's your outlook of year two?
Cautiously optimistic because Russell Wilson, a down year last year, but he's been so great throughout his career, you expect him to get back to those heights. Pair him with Sean Payton, the new head coach, put those two minds together, and I'm expecting Denver to be much improved.
Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they have the pieces in place. They were a playoff team in 2022. What do you see for them this year?
You give this team full health throughout the season, and they have a chance to be not just a playoff team again, but beyond, because they'll scare the heck out of you on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, that's where they have to start playing a little bit better.
Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
So for this defense, a tall order had tried to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a seventh and eighth. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way home to the Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 49 yards. And the Broncos Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On second down, here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Running on first down, Eckler. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Here's Herbert. One, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Wilson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Returnable here for Davis. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Second and a couple. It's Eckler again, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Denver's offense ready to go again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And this one complete again to Mims. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down. To throw is Wilson. Out quickly to Judy. There he goes left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
They scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That's complete to Troutman right side. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. L.A. readies for its next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Herbert. That's caught by the rookie Quentin Johnston. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a 1st down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Escapes the defender. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos would extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This will be caught at about the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Herbert now to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Herbert throwing again. This is caught. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these 2 coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rocky Mountain snow looks like it's going to continue through this second half as we are back underway in Denver. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 more on that one and another first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. 91 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd down and 4. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They call it a loss of a yard there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Davis now to return it. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, 29 yards. And the Chargers are back within a couple of the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 33. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff. It's Eckler. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 5. Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here is Eckler, and they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run here with Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a 4th quarter lead. Well, this one's knuckling it. It just does get over the crossbar. He didn't get much of it, but he got it to go. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Pushing his way through. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down 18-17. A little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. His throw incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now it's Wilson. Able to find Mims. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
22 yards.
Now Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
On 2nd down, Williams. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. And they'll get this down to the 10. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A big play here. 3rd and 2. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Lutz is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Now the tides have turned. Now all eyes shift to the Chargers, trailing by 2 after the made field goal. A little under 30 seconds remaining. Now their lead is evaporated, but they still have a shot on first down. Now Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Herbert. He's got a man, complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
And the Chargers first down.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Herbert. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. One last throw here for Herbert. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. This one came right down to the wire. They seemed to have one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
And how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's 1 point left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EAMaddenNFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.